Yo guys, what's going on tonight? I'm just got a new webcam today, and gonna be down in my basement for freaking hours sorting cards out and trying to clean up the break space here. So I figured I'd just jump on YouTube, do a little bit of a live chat, see how things are going, and kind of test it out before we do breaks this weekend. So say hey, let me know how the feed's coming across because I can't tell on my end, and just kind of hang out and bullshit, keep me company. So I just got a bunch of these BCW storage boxes in today. If you are thinking about ordering them and you've never picked them up before, be aware they are a total pain in the ass to put together unless you know what you're doing. I got, I don't want to pick it up here, you can see it in the stream, but one of these like super monster, whatever the hell boxes. It holds up to 5,000 cards. But my God, I had no idea. It came in like 7 or 8 different pieces. I had to literally get on YouTube, search BCW box installation. And I had to watch a guy do it. And he showed me how to put them together, and after he did a few of them, it was no problem. But man, if you're not good at this stuff, it's a pain in the ass. I'm just trying to get my space in order. You can probably see like all the crazy ass piles I have. Most of it is the Connor PC, but then I have all kinds of random crap that I'd absolutely know where to put. So I'm just kind of trying to organize it, get it in boxes, and get all this cleared off before we start doing breaks this weekend. So that way we have a little bit of room to work with, and I can keep everything organized. The problem is I have so many different sets and stacks piled. I'm having a hell of a time keeping them all straight. As you can probably tell. Yeah, I don't know. I'm watching right now, and on my YouTube side, it's just kind of spinning, but it says my stream health is good, and OBS is streaming it. So I'm not really sure who to believe. Who to believe. I don't know. According to my phone, I'm live, so I guess it's just stuck on the YouTube end for whatever reason, but the stream is still looking good. I'm gonna go back and watch this video tomorrow and be like, dude, what the hell were you doing? Probably gonna delete it, so. So if anybody's watching this that is going to be in the group this weekend, I am going to live stream it on YouTube, just because I'd like to start doing that. I think it's a better way for. Hey man, what's going on? Donruss Soccer. I gotta be honest with you, I've never opened one pack of soccer. Are there a lot of different products? I mean, does soccer come out with a lot of different products? I'm mainly sorting my football right now because I have a ton of 17 football that I opened. Yeah, like I was saying, if anybody's watching that's going to jump in any of the group breaks this weekend, I'm going to live stream it on YouTube. But since I'm not real familiar with YouTube yet, not real familiar with the encoding software, I am also going to put it up on live streaming on Periscope. Just so that way, God forbid, something goes wrong, I lose a stream on YouTube. That way, we have an uninterrupted video that everybody can go back and watch and make sure they didn't miss anything. But I'm hoping by Friday, Saturday, we have all the kinks worked out, and it's going to go, it's going to go through without an issue. But what's special about 97? I should probably know, but I don't. Hey, Scout, what up? What's good tonight? All right, at least we're starting to get some people filtering in now, so I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself. Guys, let me know how it's coming through on your end too. because like I said, the video is just kind of stuck on my YouTube. It's not going anywhere, but it seems like it's still streaming across. Okay. Just let me know if it's actually coming across, or if it's skipping, or if you guys can make everything out okay. Yeah, man, I've been trying. I've had the Twitter for. Oh, cool. Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, I've had the Twitter for about a year now. I really got back heavy into collecting about a year ago. Hey, Chris, what's up? Thanks, man. Um, I got back into Twitter about a year ago, back into collecting, and then I started up the YouTube just to do personal breaks. Um, and I've kind of done a few here and there, but I haven't used it a whole lot. I really didn't have too many subscribers, but I'd like to start doing a little bit more on here, just because I like interacting more. I mean, Twitter's cool sometimes, but I don't know. I like actually talking to you guys and having a little bit of back and forth too. And I'm gonna start doing some group breaks, which we're gonna be starting this weekend. So I figure this is a good spot to do that too. That way we can just kind of hang out, bullshit, um, you know, do a few breaks with guys and just kind of keep it light. So what are you guys up to tonight? Anything good going on? I know it's a Monday night, so it can't be that good. Awesome. Glad to hear that. It's always good to get people back into it. Hopefully not push them away. Do you have any teams or collectors or players that you collect? Ah, Packers. What part of Wisconsin do you live? I had an aunt and uncle that lived in Wisconsin for about 15 years or so. I went up a few times. It's a cool place to visit. I don't know that I'd want to live there, but it was pretty cool. I'm trying to think where they lived. Um, I really should know. I don't think they were too far from Oshkosh. It's not a good place. What don't you like about it? Yeah, winter. I hear you there. I live in Pennsylvania. We're like 2.5 hours north of Pittsburgh, and winter just will not go away. I don't know. They keep saying it's going to, and it gets warm for like 3 days, and then we get a half foot of snow, and it comes back. Hey, dude, how's it going? Not too much good. Just kind of hanging out and trying to clean up this mess of a card space I got going on here. Just checking out the stream, making sure it's actually going through. Because on my YouTube end, it's just like a spinning circle, but on my encoder it looks good, so I'm assuming it's good. It says my stream's healthy, so the JCs. Let me check to see what we got. I can show you a couple we just got in here. This is the one from today. That's that encased auto. Yeah, there you go, man. Here's one I got graded. It only took me 7 months to get back from Beckett. 7 months later. Through that one, I got that one. Those are the two that I sent into Beckett. I'll show you a couple of my favorites, though. Thanks, man. Yeah, I spent more money than I'd ever want to figure out on the Connors this year, but whatever. That was like my favorite for a while once they first came out. Yeah, 7 months. That's not a joke. But that was the Contenders Cracked Ice, the draft picks. Yeah, it is long. And then that's the Contenders Cracked Ice. So whenever I first submitted, I was looking through the prices, and the non-guaranteed said 20 to 60 business days. And I thought, like, I don't really need them back. Yeah, man, those are my favorite, the Contenders. And I got grabbed that one from the Gold Rush. But it said 20 to 60 business days. And I thought, well, I'm not in a big rush to get them back, and if you wanted them expedited, it was like double the cost. So I was like, I can wait 3 months. Well, like 5 months later, I still hadn't heard back, and I emailed them, and they said it was going to be a little longer. And when it was all said and done, it was 7 months later. Freaking terrible. That's one of the select that I just grabbed last week. That's an Emerald out of 5. Yeah, man, that logo patch, like I was so psyched to get that. I always wanted one with the piece of the diamond in it. Um, I don't know if you're a Pitt fan or not, but that was a big one for me to grab out of Flawless. Peterman and Connor out of 5. I was pretty psyched to pick that up. I got that card for like $12. So yeah, I mean those are some of my favorites. I don't know. I gotta sort through them and even see what all I have. You'll probably like this one too, though. It's not an auto, but yeah, dude, 12 was amazing for that. That was one of the book cards I picked up. That was out of preferred, and that was another cheap one. Like, if you're searching for Connors on eBay, always search OR instead of ER, because people screw that up all the time, and then the cards end up going cheap. All right, I won't show anymore. I think I'm up to like this whole stack right here. I don't know if you can see them all. Pretty much all this right here is just all Connor. I think I'm up to like 120 cards, 120 different ones now. But I'm pretty much going to chill on the Connor collection for a while because everything's pretty much done releasing for his rookie year. And I'm just going to start putting some money into group breaks now so I can crack as many boxes as I can. And I don't even know where to start. Keep showing. But yeah, I'm just gonna start sinking money into group breaks now and just kind of chilling and opening boxes and having some fun that way. Yeah, this is another one of I don't know if I have any Packers, man. Oh, actually I do. Hang on a second. I get those. That's the optic rainbow minus the superfractor. It's not really a good way to fan all those out, but you get the idea. The superfractor showed up on eBay like a month ago, and I think the guy was asking for $1,000 or best offer. And he basically said if he did an offer he liked, he was going to give it a week, and then he was going to send it into grade, and then I haven't seen anything from it since. I made him an offer that was like the max that I could make at the time. I figured there was about a 10% chance he was going to come back at me. But yeah, he just declined it, and then it was off eBay like 2 days later, and I don't think he sold it. So which ones are nice? Super. What do you mean, super blues? Here, I got a Packers card for you, man. This is the only Packers card I have off the top of my head. It's Connor and Williams. That was another steal. I think I got this for like $7, and I don't know what happened. Oh, okay, I got you. But yeah, that Connor and Williams I got for like $7. Like keep in mind, like I just straight PC Connor. Like I haven't been collecting anybody else. So like any singles that I've bought, I've thrown a few other randoms in here and there, but pretty much since they started releasing the 17 class last year, I've just been grabbing Connor cards left and right. And last summer I was just going like insane with it. Yeah, I mean they kind of had a merry-go-round at running back last year, though, right? They had a whole bunch of injuries. Did he get hurt, or am I thinking of the dude before him? I can't remember now. Yeah, Montgomery got hurt. Didn't somebody come in right after him then? Hey, Trav, what's up? You finally found it. Who was the other guy in there, though? There was one other running back. I'm just totally blanking on what his name was. It was another young guy, I think, right? Or am I just totally thinking of the wrong guy? Aaron Jones. That's who I was thinking of. Yep. Did Jones get hurt too? I thought there was a guy in the middle that got hurt. Yeah, okay. I'm down here sorting cards, and I haven't sorted any cards. Oh, Scott, I had a sweet card. Yeah, he was. That's right. But Scout, I pulled a card over the summer that you would have liked. I got in a group break, and I hit a redemption. It was a printing plate auto of Rogers. Yeah, Griffey Prawn, I know. Don't get me started on Griffey. But yeah, I had an Aaron Rodgers printing plate auto, and I can't stand Aaron Rodgers, so I sold that as soon as I got it. But it was a cool card if you're a Packers fan. I'm pretty sure the dad got it. I threw it up on eBay. Yeah, dude, it was sick. For the most part, I have the shittiest luck in group breaks, but when I hit, I've hit a few really nice cards. I had an Andrew Luck rookie auto out of like 10, I think it was, and that was one of my first couple breaks. There's another quarterback in there that I hit. I'm gonna draw a blank on it, but yeah, it was, dude, they're fun as hell. That was another thing over the summer that I just spent a shit ton of money on. Yeah, Chris Bryant. I did hit a sweet autograph of Chris Bryant that I actually pulled for somebody else in a free group break that we did over the summer. But yeah, try out the group breaks. They're fun. Um, We got a couple going this weekend, a couple cheaper baseball ones. I don't know if you collect baseball or not. I see you do a lot of football. But we're going to be doing some football at some point too. So me personally, I usually go do Cards Infinity. But I do Cards Infinity just because I like Chris. I think he's a cool dude. He does a good job breaking. He doesn't do, yeah, it kind of seemed like he did a lot of football. But yeah, Chris over at Cards Infinity, he does like all his breaks during the daytime. And you can just like basically shoot him over an email and tell him like what kind of break you want to set up. I like that. I think that's why I got into him in the first place. Because I actually found him. I was just trying to watch breaks, on YouTube to see how products were and what the hits were like. And he goes through it fast, and like that's all you see is the hits. So I think that's what I like about him. But I don't have him do any of my personal breaks. Anytime I order boxes, I have him ship them sealed. But I don't know. Some of the breakers I think take too long. That's just a personal preference. So I just like that he gets through it, and I mean he can break boxes quick. Steel City, yeah, they seem pretty good. They seem pretty good. I've never broke anything with them, just because I think I just got so used to Chris, and that's just kind of who I stick with. But yeah. So, I mean, I haven't heard anybody talk bad about Steel City. They seem to be legit. I've watched some of Leighton. I have no idea who Brox is. But yeah, I've watched a couple of Leighton. Usually when I watch breaks, it's just like I watch whoever pops up first on YouTube, and again, it's always Cards Infinity. Yeah, that's the way to go, man. My issue is I love breaking like way too much. I was spending way too much money. That's why I just figured I'd start doing group breaks. That way I get to break, and I pretty much price it so I get my money back, and I'll just keep breaking. That way I can still have all the fun and not incur any of the cost on myself. Trav, you gonna get that case of Inception? Yeah, man. That's honestly kind of why I started watching him in the first place. Is just because I wanted to see what products we're putting out, and he got me through them quick. And he always does a recap at the end too. So if you want to just fast forward to the end of a long break, he goes through all the hits. Yeah, I hear you, dude. A while back I was breaking stuff like 2013, 2014, and you still get that chance at hitting somebody big. But I could get like a box of contenders from 13 for like $40. I mean, it's an assload of packs, and you get like 5 or 6 autographs. Yeah, Scott, I have the same issue. I have one card shop in town, and they don't sell cards anymore. They like transitioned over to selling just like toys and collectibles and stuff, but they don't sell any cards at all. It actually made me think myself, like I would love to open up a shop around here, but I just don't know like the area that I'm in if it would do, like an actual brick and mortar shop would do any good. So we shall see someday. Yeah, dude, it looked like you were breaking a lot of that draft prism, which I've never even seen until you started doing it. But they look pretty cool. I think 13 is my favorite to break. 2013. Yeah, you're lucky, man. Where do you live in Pittsburgh? That's freaking awesome, though. That's cool. I actually used to live right next to PNC, and I used to work in the North Hills. I worked up in McCandless at UPMC, Passivant. Yeah, dude, that's sick. 25 bucks a box, you can't beat that. No, I've never been. Um, I lived there for like a year or two after I graduated college, and right back when I moved home was when I really got back into collecting again. So like I wasn't real heavy into it when I lived out that way. How is it in general in PA? Yeah, it's good and bad. It's not terrible, but it's got its moments. Right now it sucks because it's snowing constantly. Pittsburgh area is all right. I live smack dab in the shit middle of nowhere, so it's really not that exciting here. My uncle actually lives in Shaler. Steel City Collectibles Scout. No, that's cool. That's cool. Go look for them. I'm assuming you have Twitter. I think you said you have Twitter, but go check them out. Steel City Collectibles. They're based out of Pittsburgh, but they have a big online shop and they do a ton of group breaks and they're they're pretty well known. Yeah, there are some times I really wish I lived down there still, just for that reason, because it would be so nice to have them right there. Yeah, man, I'm gonna plan on doing them. I'm doing a couple baseball ones this weekend, just because it's starting to get more into baseball releases, and Gypsy Queen comes out, and I wanted to put a couple together. But as soon as those fill and I get the money back from those boxes, I'm gonna order probably 3 or 4 football boxes and put a couple smaller breaks together. So, just check out my Twitter or check out on here. I'm sure I'll be posting stuff off and on, but I am going to be putting together a couple football breaks, hopefully for next weekend if these ones this weekend fill up, which they're not exactly going real fast right now, but um, you know, hopefully they fill, and then I'll get some football in. We'll see how it goes. Should be a good time. Keep me occupied anyway. Help me scratch the itch a little bit and break some boxes, and sounds good, man. Sounds good. I'm gonna try to keep everything on the cheaper end, you know, because it's not really something I'm gonna be making any money off of, and I want to make kind of affordable for people just to jump in if they want to. So they'll probably be, you know, probably around the same price as the baseball ones, maybe a little cheaper. Yeah, Scott, I don't do any basketball. I mean, I don't collect any basketball. If somebody really wanted me to break it, I would, but I don't really, I don't get into it. I don't know anything about it. Baseball and football is pretty much what I'm going to break. Just kind of go from there. Yeah, I hear you. I pretty much pay my mortgage and pay my student loans and then buy cards. I'm the same way, man. There's so many freaking awesome breaks that I'd love to buy into, but you know, if I'm going to spend 60, 70, $100, I'm just probably going to go pick out a Sweet Connor on eBay and pay for it. Or I'm going to buy a box of something. You know, not knocking those guys. I mean, those guys that put the big breaks together, they're freaking awesome, but that's not something I would ever buy into. That's why I try to keep these baseball ones a little cheaper. Yeah, dude, go for it. It's fun, you know. especially if you can get some people to join in. Just makes it all a little more fun. I was hoping we get like a group here tonight, but just been like 3 hanging out at the most, 3 or 4. So I probably need to get on a little more often. Yeah, I saw that. They're another group. They seem awesome, but I've never bought into anything, and I'll watch them every once in a while, but they seem to have a ton of stuff up, which is awesome. Yeah, it's cool when people jump in and bullshit with you and watch you break. Yeah, dude, 250 is. I mean, there's some guys that'll drop that, but not me. Definitely not 250. If I'm gonna drop 250, it's gonna be on a box of something that I really want. That's sweet, man. Sounds like a good plan. Squirrel some away, save some of it, set some aside. I mean, the best advice I can give you as a young collector is budget your money. Don't spend every last dime you get on cards. Just set a little bit aside, put that in like your card envelope, and you know, yeah, I hear you, man. Connor was kind of a no-brainer for me because I went to Pitt and I just absolutely loved him when he played there. I loved watching him, and then yeah, dude, they're crazy expensive. When the Steelers drafted Connor, I was like, oh yeah, like he's gonna be the dude that I collect. The only problem is like Steeler collectors are crazy about their cards and their memorabilia. So like even he was like stupid expensive. His cards were like way more than they should have been for what he is as a player. Yeah, that's right, dude. Gotta be smart about it. Like I said, when I got back into it, I was just buying everything in sight, and I was spending way too much money. Dude, I was the same way. Like whenever they would show that, they like ESPN always had that. ESPN always had like that little clip of like him, like what led up to the draft and when he got drafted. Dude, I cry like an idiot every time I see it. Like, just pray that I'm like never around people when that comes on TV. But yeah, it's just such a good story. I'm just hoping like hell he comes back healthy and gets a shot because I don't want to see him go somewhere else. I mean, I'll root for him wherever he goes, but this is like worst case scenario for a young running back to be stuck behind Le'Veon. Are you just trying to make me cry on my YouTube? James Conner. Yeah, I know. I mean, part of me thinks this is Le'Veon's last year, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I don't know. I was. It's just not. They're not. They can't sign him. They're never going to sign him. I don't know who the hell's going to sign him for the money he wants, but maybe somebody will. Yeah, that is terrible. Hopefully, he's just a Jordy fan. He can keep doing it. Yeah, he is insane. I mean, I don't know. And he's screwing himself when you think about it because they offered him a shit ton of money. All he's doing is getting older. He's only had like one healthy season. Oh, damn. Yeah, Scott, there's a giveaway going on. As soon as we hit 75 subscribers, I can't remember what I'm giving away. I think it was at a Ajayi card. We're gonna give that guy away as soon as we hit 75 subscribers. Yeah, I think we're getting close. We're up around 65 or maybe over, a little over 65, which is pretty good because I hung around 30 for like freaking 3 months. Yeah, we're at 65 right now, so get the word out, man. Yeah, I mean, Jordy's been hurt a lot lately, right? Them football players, man, they get old and they get old. And that's the same thing with Le'Veon. He's going to keep pissing around with these franchise tags, and he's going to leave when he's 30 years old. No, he's definitely not going to get the money he wants to get. In my opinion, but you never know. There's like new crazy contracts going on all the time, so there you go. There's another. I was trying to figure out his name, and I had this card sitting in front of me the entire time, like literally sitting in front of me. What are you looking for, man? Maybe I have it. Am I a bartender? I'm not. Zach. Do I look like a bartender? Yeah. Yep. That's exactly it. Still waiting for the follow-up on this bartender question. No, not too much, man. I really don't. Come around playoff times, I will, but Steelers auto or a nice patch. Not really. I have a couple Steeler autos I can show you. Probably none that I'm going to sell, though. I pulled. Yeah, I think they are going to be pretty legit this year. I pulled that out of encased when I opened it, which wasn't much of a sick hit, but I mean, I never pull Steelers, so it was kind of exciting. And here's another guy I got from Select. That was like a. That was an impulse buy. I just saw it and I could not buy it. Yeah, dude. I mean, Garoppolo. And who else? They just picked somebody else up, didn't they? I'm getting tired. I'm starting to blank on this stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, look what they did once Jimmy G went. What'd they do? They snapped off like 4 wins with him as a starter. It's amazing what a good quarterback will do for you. I'm just pumped for the draft. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm eager to see what the hell goes down in those first 5 picks. You guys got any predictions? What are the Browns going to do, number 1? It's Still taking Barkley, or are they going to burn their quarterback? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I keep hearing like these mock drafts where we take Lamar Jackson, and I don't know what to think about that. I would agree. I mean, I thought all along it should have been Barkley, but then they signed Hyde, and with the Jets moving up to the number 3 pick, like I don't know. I don't know if that changes what they do or not. Yeah, dude, I agree. I totally agree. They just got to figure out, they're going to get the number 2 quarterback. It's on hinge on whether or not they dick that pick up again. Because they get all the weapons in the world, but they better get a quarterback. Yeah, I agree. They definitely need to do that. So who do they take quarterback then? Who are the Jets going to take? They going to grab Darnold? Yeah, I agree. It's just how do they want that one guy? I guess Yeah, yep. You think the Jets are taking Rosen? The Giants too. There might be there might be two QBs that go 2 and 3, most likely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell to think about him. I mean, I keep seeing these mock drafts where everybody thinks Lamar might fall and Steelers might move up to grab him, and I wouldn't hate that. But I mean, they do need a linebacker. Yeah, Scott, I'm all Pitt all the way. That's where I went to college, and I've just been a huge Pitt fan. All right, guys. I think I'm going to shut her down for the night. We've been streaming for over an hour, so I'm pretty confident that it's gonna be pretty decent when I go to do breaks. So thanks for popping in. Thanks for chatting. And keep your eye out. I'm going to be posting more breaks. I'm going to post some football ones next week, and I'm going to probably be getting back on here every now and then, just because I get bored as hell by myself sorting these cards out. So, but thanks, guys. Have a good night.